Oh, let's see here. Need that. Oh, it's not there. Here it is. Need that. Well, what do we have here? I have to get this sickle bar mower hooked back up to the H so I can clean off a few sections of fence that I didn't get earlier this summer. But the problem is, last time I unhooked the mower, I was in a hurry and I didn't set the mower right for unhooking, so now I have this to deal with. I've got to get it bolted back on. Just take this out. Come on out, you. This mower is usually very easy to hook up if I have it set right when I unhook it, but that didn't happen. Oh, there we go. Where'd my bolt go? Oh man, it's on the floor. How'd it get there? There's one. Come on, you. Come down. Ah. There's two. I figure if I can get this electric fence fixed today, it'll be shocking. See what I did there? Shocking, electric fence. I know. There. Hook that up. And away we go. Look at these guys in blatant defiance of my fencing rules, and they even ripped this one down. Ah, it's busted. We got to get this fixed. Here I am trying to save this nice field for them to graze in October, and what do? They trash it. You buggers. Miscreants. Oops, brakes. Brakes again. I've really been bad about trimming under fences this year. Usually I do it all in July, and I did a little bit and I did a little bit more. Well, I never got this field at the swale here and that field up there at the swale and this fence line that runs along here. They're all bordering hay fields and swale. They got to be cut. The wire's really grounded out. All right. See how bad this is? The fence is buried. Alrighty, here we go. Huh. What a mess. but don't cut the wire. Ah, what a pain. There we go. All this swooping in and out under fences is something the sickle bar mower doesn't like, because it likes to travel in a straight line where the rock guards are going right through the grass. Instead, you're swinging it around, and clogs are inevitable. Burgly grass, get off the fence. I already broke the wire once. There's one fence line cleared. That should put a little tickle back into it. Now I gotta go up and do this one right here. Here's another fence line cleared. I'm just going to have to come back with a weed eater and get around these posts. They're too jammed up with vegetation for me to leave. And this stretch here, I don't know what I'm going to do about it, because this is a pig fence. This is one of our empty pig lots that we're letting rest for a couple of years, and it's got a really low wire, and then the regular mid wire, and then a top wire, plus it's got these short posts every 8 feet. So I really can't mow around that very easily. I think I'm gonna have to do the whole thing with a weed eater. Yuck. Well, that's it for that job today. It may have only seemed like a little while to you, but I had to quit and go out in the middle of the day, so it's actually afternoon now. And it's gotten very windy. Little one, what are you doing in the hay? Scalawag? Go back with Mom. Come on. You guys are always pooping and peeing in the food. Come on. Oh, you're gonna play the long game with me, huh? Back to see the pigs. Little one. Well, come on. Back you go. Go back with Mom. Come on, you can do it. Oh, you're gonna do it again, huh? Calves. Same thing happens every year. I play the back and forth chase game with them. Oh well. There's a couple of simple fixes that'll have a fairly large impact that I can do in the little bit of time that I have left. Out here in the grove, I got a wire that the calves have brutalized and stretched out and actually pulled off the corner down there, and I can fix that. First, I gotta pay Titus his respects though. Right, buddy? Yeah. He's mad because some cows are in the field and he can't get to them because I put the fence back up. The calves ripped this corner insulator off when they were pulling through the wires, so I'll just get it fixed back on here. Little twist here. And then a little twist on here. Then tighten up the ratchet here. And of course the calves tore the insulators off here when the wires got torn away. If I were just raising cows, my fences would probably be fine, but when you add calves to the mix, they're all kinds of trouble for fences. because they don't know where to stay. They just run right through them. Here's a big ground out. This came off this insulator and is sitting right on this metal post here. And this is shortly from where it comes out from the winter pasture, so this is a big deal. I've been using these lock jaws for, geez, must be 2 or 3 years now, and I'm really not that happy with them. You see what happens to them. They break here when stress is put on them. This one's busted too. The half of it's missing, and then the wire skipped out of this one. I don't know. They don't seem to last any better than the cheapo Tractor Supply ones that I use, so I'm using those from now on. And the calves brutalized this too. Tore the wires right out of the receivers. I can fix that. Sorry about that. The wind blow that over? Pretty windy. It wouldn't be the first time. I did have the fencer disconnected for this part. So let's plug it back in and see if we did any better. It's blinking every third tick, which means that it's still heavily grounded, but we'll test the voltage and see where we're at there. I don't want to lose you again. It's windy, I'm telling you. 2,000 volts, maybe 3,000. I still got some work to do. Yeah, well, tomorrow's another day. You're back out, little guy? Troublemaker. It's time for afternoon chores. It won't be long until Orden and his group here in the barn can go back out to pasture and the herd will be back together. It's only 3 weeks. I think they've been in there for 3 weeks, and I'm pretty sure he's bred both the cows he's got in here. And then it'll be time for the annual bull competition to see who's going to be dominant next year, which is always interesting to watch. I'll be sure to show that. Guys, this hay is heavy. Howdy, piggers. How are you guys? You ready to eat? All right, guys, watch out. Oh. $15 pigs here, 2 months old and 3 months old, depending on which litter. I'm feeding them 1.5 buckets of feed now. I have no idea how much the weight is. It's about 1/3 of a scoop, and you've seen the scoops I use per pig. I'll work up to 1/2 scoop by the time they go to the butcher. I feed by eye. I look at their body condition and adjust feed accordingly. And here's one part of the pig that I look at for body condition. See, right between the legs where the legs split? If the pig's getting too fat, you'll start to have some sag in there, and I don't want them to fatten out that way early, so I keep them growing where they look nice and solid, but they don't accumulate fat in the spots I'm looking for, which is mainly on the back and that spot that I showed you first. It's just one of those things where when you grow enough batches of pigs, you can start to tell like subtle differences. And I don't really know how to explain it. It just comes with experience. And finally, we'll go up and check on the heifers and make sure they got enough hay. Somebody's complaining. Hey, ladies. Left your hay here. We'll zhuzh it for you. You're probably gonna need more tomorrow, aren't you? There you go. While I'm up here, there was a lot of questions on the last video where I was loading in hay about how long does hay last in the barn? How long is it good to feed the cows? Well, the answer is forever and not forever. Cows can digest cellulose. That's wood, cellulose. That's the fiber in hay. The rumen actually, the bacteria in the rumen change it into sugars. So cows can eat hay that's been around forever. Heck, when my dad cleaned out our old bank barn before he pulled it down, there was hay in the bottom of the mow that was Could have been 50, 60 years old. He put it out in the field and the cows ate it. Cows will eat it and they'll get benefit out of it. The thing that degrades in hay in the first year are some of the vitamins, micronutrients, the proteins in the hay. That degrades over time, but certainly if you're in a pinch, you can feed years old hay to cattle and they can get by on it, especially beef cattle. Well, that's it for my day. It's almost dinner time, but I'm gonna go and sit with the pigs for a minute. No, I'm not gonna sit down with them, but I'll sit over here and watch them. Oh, they're squabbling over their dinner. We've got to take a break to get a drink, you know. And pee. Pee and drink at the same time. Well, I am a little bit discouraged about that fence. I've worked on it for, I guess, 2 mornings now, and I don't seem to have gotten very far. I've cleared a lot off of it, but I haven't really increased the zap that much. It's one of those things, you know, you fight and fight with something and sometimes you're just to give up, but I've never been that way. I tend to get stubborn with those kinds of things and determined to fix them. So it's supposed to rain the next couple days, but I'm hoping in fact, this is my plan. My stubborn plan is to go around it field by field, clear every single plant off the fence, check every single connection, one field at a time, and work it all the way through. And that way I'll know I got it fixed. I don't know. I think people, boy, it's like a freaking speedway around here lately. They've been chopping corn up the road and trucks have been going by every 5 minutes and putting on the Jake brake when they get to the corner down here. It sure does make a racket. Anyway, you see, I'm having a hard time concentrating because it's been a long week. Sometimes we give up on things too easily, I think, both individually and collectively when problems are tough, and I just put my head down and bull my way through them until I've got them finished. Anyway, I guess that's my thought of the day. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.